Hey Karen, how you doing? I'm on the bottom of this ship. It's about ready to dock. I'm in the bottom of this ship that crossed Lake Michigan, and because Daisy's a biter, they let me come down here so I can hold her while they drive the van off the ship. Right, hon? Good girl, hon. I gave her one of her treats. Good girl, honey. Well, you tore that up, hon. You ate that up, honey. Good girl. Wow. Yeah, I'm about ready to hit shore in Ludington, Michigan. It's a 4-hour ride. They're like 18 minutes late. Good girl, honey. Good baby, hon. Good girl, hon. Good. That's my good girl, honey. Good girl. That's my baby. That's my dear girl. I don't trust Daisy 100%. She was a big-time biter at one time in her life, and she's super protective of the van. So I just don't want to take a chance. She looks like a little, like, fluffy dog. You just get in the van and try and pet her on the head, and that could be a bad idea. Hey, Debonair. Ride was absolutely fantastic. You couldn't have asked for a better day. Beautiful clouds, smooth, just perfect. Hey Karen, how you doing? So I'll be about 140 miles from home. Yeah, she hasn't done that in a long time, and I don't think she would, but I just, just a new environment, and it's not worth risking it. Yeah, she can actually hang off a towel, believe it or not. That's why I think she's some kind of bulldog mix. She can really clamp down. She can chomp through a rawhide in about 15 minutes. It's pretty cool how you can fit all these people on all these buses, motorcycles, sail right across Lake Michigan. It was $142, and it would save me 420 miles of the most boring drive in the world. Hey Terry Joe. Great, fantastic. Yeah, had a good time. I'm about 5 minutes from getting off this thing. Hey Mia. Yeah, it's a perfect day for this. See, he's opening up the hatch at the back now. And they actually, I don't know how they work it here, but I'm assuming it's the same. I doubt they have a drive-through, but they back it up to the dock. Oh, thank you, Mia. Actually, I'm meeting a guy that's been a viewer for like forever. When I get off here, I'm gonna meet him at the dock. Yeah, it's 58 degrees here, which you would think would seem cold, but after about an hour, I was out doing some photos and shooting some video, and actually off, and it was perfect because the sun was shining. It's a little cooler now. I maybe couldn't get away with that, but boy, the whole time I was out there was fantastic. See, there's the lighthouse there. Yeah, now he's turning it to back it in. It's a heck of a piece of equipment. Yeah, I sure will. Yeah, but I've been out there. Last time I was out there about 6 years ago. See, this guy just turned this around 360 degrees. Well, 180, I guess it would be. Oh yeah, so you're about 10 degrees warmer. How you doing, Mia? 91, forget that. Yeah, you know, I'm on the road so much. You know, I mean, home's cool. Actually, the dog likes it more than I do. I mean, I seem to be just somebody that's got to be on the run the whole time. I get too bored. I mean, I had some nice rooms on this trip. I actually upgraded the whole way, you know, with better rooms than I'd normally get, and it really is nice when you're traveling long distances. It's worth the extra 20 or 30 more bucks. Yeah, I will definitely be home a few days, that's for sure. Beautiful evening here. No, you really couldn't tell. Nope. Little vibration from the engines, but nothing from the waves. The waves are like 3 feet, 4 feet. You know, they don't look like that if you don't have something to compare them to. But I mean, you would need it even on a good day. I mean, let's put it this way. I didn't see any boats the whole way, and I was looking. And I used to fly to Oshkosh, you know, from Ann Arbor. And I'd fly over the lake. Most people fly around it. And I never saw boats out, you know, maybe a few around shore, but nothing like past 5 miles out. Sailboats, nothing. Yeah, I couldn't take that heat. It's all right, hon. It's okay, hon. It's all right, honey. Yeah, I don't like that hot weather. It's all right, hon. It's okay, hon. It's all right, honey. What type of work do you do out there, Mia? Maya. Do you pronounce it Mia or Maya? I've heard it pronounced both ways. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't really like air conditioning, but when it's 91, I don't think I could sleep without it. Maya, okay, all right. Yeah, it was really smooth ride. It was a great, perfect day for it. Really couldn't ask for a better day. Yeah, I got to get down to Detroit. I have a ton of stuff to deliver. I got to hand out cash from the lives that I had when I was down there last time. I've got to convert some more PayPal money to cash. I got to come up with a better system because it's ticking people off. They're sending money during a live chat, and then I don't like to mix up trips with donations. I like to start clean every trip. And you know, here I was in Detroit a month, and and now I've been gone 2 weeks. So these people want their money, and I don't blame them. It's just I don't want to. It's hard enough when I'm down there to convert the cash I already had. Wisconsin is really a strict state and real heavy compliance with masks, and a lot of restaurants are takeout only. Yeah, I like the winter guy myself. This they're shutting down early this year. This ferry runs to the 27th, and they usually go to the end of October. I'd love to take this thing across in the winter. I think it'd be cool, but they don't do it. Days, come here, honey. Come here, hon. Yeah, I just, that super chat, I think their fees are too high. You've been around a while. I never ask people to send money. They just kind of send it. If they said, how do I send money? I'd tell them PayPal. At least I've got a record. They can put a note who it goes through. But on the super chat, I got to figure out how to go back in there, and I still don't think I'm going to be able to tell what they gave the money for. I mean, maybe I will, but usually I write it down as it comes in, and I was so into the interview with Jamie that I just couldn't keep up. That was going by so fast. Yeah, that's how I am. Maya, same way. Yep. It's T as in Tom, H as in Henry, M as in Mary, R as in Robert, D as in David, THMRD at AOL.com. There might be, Klaus. I'm going to have to look into that. I mean, I don't mind them sending people money. Normally, I'm not away from Detroit this long. It's just when it got super busy that time, at the end of the night, you see like $200 sent. And I'm going to have to go back through that and figure out who they were sending it to based on the comments they made. Oh, thank you, Mark. What do you want me to do with it? Boat ride's over. Excellent. Had a great time. Really enjoyed it. Perfect. I'll tell you a funny thing, though. I'm really looking forward to this boat ride today. And then I think, I haven't taken a cruise in a while. I ought to just get 4 or 5 books and just go on a cruise for a week someplace. But you know what? After about 4 hours, I'm ready to get off this thing. So this did me 2 things. Got me across and saved me a 420-mile boring ride, and it killed any interest in doing a cruise. Yeah, I sure will. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I'm actually going to meet a guy that's been, watching the channel from day one. He lives here in Ludington. Yeah, it's 30%. which I think's too stiff. That's why I ask people to, I ask them for their Cash App and their PayPal. If I had my druthers, I wish they'd just send it to the people directly. Yeah, the food, it didn't look like anything I was interested in. It was only a 4-hour ride. I thought I'd get something on the other side. A lot of people were eating, and I know the dinner was pepper steak, and it's real cheap. Reminded me of like food you get at like a camp, summer camp or something as a kid. Hey, Tricia. Well, thank you, Mark. Oh, what do you think of, Michael? What do you think of the interviews? Yeah, I agree. That's basically a pretty good way of summing it up. And I'm telling you, they're out there by the thousands in every city. I don't know. She was sleeping on my side. They got to drive your van off. So, Daisy's used to be a pretty big biter of people. So I didn't want to take the chance. So they let me down here to sit here so the guy can drive it off. And I don't need to worry about Daisy attacking him. She's super protective of the van. And just after not being around me for 4 hours, a different environment, I wasn't going to take the chance of her biting the driver. Oh, I got tons of photos of abandoned buildings. Actually, last night I was in an abandoned Menards. You don't realize how big those stores are until you see them. And it also isn't a sign of Menards not doing well. They opened another location, and that's been vacant for 8 years, but it's pretty cool to be in there with absolutely nothing in the store. I think you could do it, Maya. I think anybody could interview people. I do. I mean, every single interview I do, I wish I would have asked him more questions. Yeah, she really can't do too much. Just block and ban them and report her to YouTube whenever you can. That nut job sent me about 5 emails while I was on this trip, which I never respond to them. I don't want to have anything to do with those people. Nothing. Yeah, I agree, Michael. That's what I think, Oh, thank you, Lee. Yeah, that crazy nut in Flint. She'll try and sabotage down the road. That's just how they operate, just by virtue of commenting and saying nice things on mine. Oh, thanks, Maya. Well, I don't want it to be I'm not there to make anybody look bad or bring up the bad parts of their life or, drill them about personal info. It's just kind of like how you doing, I'll be back in Detroit probably beginning of next week.